coming to payroll. So what we will describe, or I described you about the payroll configuration, that is setup side. I gave it to you. I defined the payroll, a monthly payroll method. I defined the payroll. Defines the frequency of payment for a monthly payroll, weekly, semi-monthly, monthly. Every employee must be assigned to payroll to get paid. Payroll defines the payroll period start date and end date. One can define a calendar of payroll duties such as offset pay date, payslip date, entry cutoff date, processing date. So this is the thing. Defines the payment method for paying the workers. They can direct deposit the checks. You can have multiple bank accounts. Net fee can be split between accounts based on percentage or amount. If the amount is specified in one or more banks, the remaining goes out of the account. Fast formula is used for doing calculations of payroll elements, access related calculations, element into validation. So before going into, I have discussed you about the cutoff methods. What are the date offsets? What are cutoffs? What are date offsets? And what are cutoffs? And we also talked about payroll date, payroll run date, payslip date, payroll scheduled run date. All these things we have discussed the other day. So what is fast formula? What is fast formula?
Doing some current calculations to get the actual amount to be paid.
Doing some kind of calculations. It is used for calculating of payroll elements, access related calculations. So we do kind of calculations of payroll elements and access related calculations, element into validation. All these things we do with the help of fast formula. It is used for pseudo programming language and refers to data stored in database tables as database items. So database items can be per name, assignment salary, per basic salary, and these all things are database items. So all these, when you write an SQL query, you need a database item for that. Database items are of two types, static and dynamic. Static means they are predefined, for example, per name and per DOB. And dynamic database items refers to element information or any other information defined by the user. So static means they are defined, for example, per name and per DOB. And dynamic database items refers to the element information or any other information defined by the user. So that is called for all people. All these are tables in the database tables. For example, this is the example of an HRA that is calculated, right? It's an element for HRA has been created, which will get 50% of the basic. Okay? So element is what? Element is a part of a components of a salary actually. It's components of a salary, 50% of the it's components of the salary. So elements are the components of a salary. Support HRA is there and 50% of the basic is calculated. So for example, I say the default for salary is 0, inputs are percentage, HRA is salary into percentage, return HRA. And if the input values I put is salary is 10,000, input is 40,000, 40%, HRA is 10,000 into 40%, return is 4,000. So this is the way we write the formula for fast formula. Defining a processing rule on the HRA element to reach the formula. Return the HRA from the formula to the pay value of the element. So we'll discuss what is the HRA element, and we'll also discuss the pay value of the element. So what is the pay value? How to calculate the pay value of the element?
Okay.
So what is default for spot bonus amount assignment entry value? Inputs are percentage. HRA is spot bonus amount assignment entry value percentage, return HRA. So how are you going to return the HRA? So spot bonus amount, inputs are percentage HRA and return HRA. Okay, so this is the way. Default for this is entry value per basic salary amount and amount entry value is 0. Inputs are percentage, HRA is percentage into per basic salary amount and assignment entry value divided by 100. So per basic salary amount, these are what? These are the DBA database tables. All these are table names already there.
Okay.
Already there in the application. These are DBA database table names. So default for this table name is 0. I'm making this, suppose this A. PR basic salary, I will make it as A. Suppose A is equal to 0, inputs are percentage and HRA is percentage into A, divide by 100. So return HRA. So per basic salary is X. Suppose X is equal to 0 Inputs are percentage. HR is percentage into X. X divided by 100. So X divided by 100. Percentage, you can write it as 50% or 60%. 60 into 100. 60 into X by 100. So what will be returned? 6X by 10. That is 0.6X. Return HRA. So 0.6X is 6,000 ऐसे कुछ आएगा. Like whatever value you give to this X value को whatever value you give to X value, so that will return that value. ठीक है? अब default value there is X is equal to 0. Inputs are percentage. HRA is percentage. HRA is percentage. मतलब 60% into X. X को क्या value दे रहे हो आप? लेकिन default मतलब default is 0. X is 100. X is suppose 30%. So percentage is 60%. So 60 into 30 by 100. 60 into 30 by 100 कितना आएगा? Like 60 is 18. So HRA is 18.
180, around 180 will come here.
Now coming to what is, I will give you an example of a fast formula. So what is quick pay? Quick pay is what? Quick pay is when you run for a single employee. Monthly payroll is when you run for the entire payroll person, entire payroll period, for the entire group of employees. That is called quick pay. Sorry, that is called payroll run. It is for monthly payroll. It can be bi-weekly, it can be weekly, it can be semi-monthly. Quick pay is when you run for an employee. Payroll process is a group of employees. Okay? Submitting the payroll quick pay ensures elements are processed from the element entries alongside with the attached payroll formula. After processing, final values will be put in pay values. After processing, when you process that thing, final values will be put in the pay values. Pay values is what is the input values. So next what you do, you should generate the prepayment process. This is look at the bank information of the employee and generate payment instructions. Next step is to print checks and generate a bank line and send it to bank. Next step is to run costing process. Final process transfer to GL. GL means GL interface tables. Then next is rollback process. That is if you want to undo any process that has been generated, and a process can be rolled back if no subsequent process exists. So this is called rollback. So quick pay is one for a single employee payroll process for a group of employees. Submitting the payroll, quick pay ensures elements are processed from the element and alongside with the attached payroll formula. After processing, final process will be put into pay values. So this is the way we do it.
Okay.
Payroll process are what? They are executed the payroll flows. In Fusion HCM payroll calculation, work area could have the payroll process that is responsible for calculating the payroll. Payroll calculation is what? Calculating payroll is the first payroll process to be executed from the payroll calculation work area. So when you go to navigator payroll flows, submit a process that report, select LDG and then calculate payroll provider. Payroll process executed through payroll flows. In Fusion HCM payroll calculation area, work area should have been the payroll process that were responsible for calculating the payroll. Payroll calculation is calculate the payroll, the first payroll process to be executed from the payroll calculation area. So first we're going to discuss about the fast formula. Go back and I'll discuss about the fast formula first. So go to home, my client groups.
Okay.
Payroll calculation, the word for payroll calculation will come. Payroll calculation. Create payroll has come. Now go to payroll definitions. Create a registrative data group. So these are the basic details. I have showed it to you yesterday, that what is the payroll name date, what is the payroll consolidation group, what is default payment methods, what is the organization payment method, what is personal payment methods, and how to create date offsets. We have already discussed yesterday. So now we are going to discuss about the fast formulas. So fast formula we are going to discuss. Fast formula.
Okay.
Actions create. Formula name you can create here, US underscore fast. Go to approvals. Description. Right here, US legislative data group. Start date is 1. Continue. Accrual plan. So this is the fast formula that I have created. Okay. So let's take an example of this one. Sorry. Okay. Default for salary 0. Inputs of percentage HRA salary into return HRA. Save. Okay, you have to change this name. Take it as save. Database item name is what? Database item name is a, like you have to write an SQL query. So every uh, uh, item that we take, it has a backend table. So if these backend tables are called database item name. So you can select here as go to percentage a percentage. So list of items, database item tables will be listed out. Okay.
Okay.
So let's just so you can see here. So these are the list of item tables, right? Okay.
Okay.
Assignment, you can see here as, suppose if I take as assignment hire date, copy this thing. Suppose I write that formula, like I did as, this is the default for
Assignment ID, assignment ID.
itna is equal to, yeah. Okay. HRA is equal to salary into percentage by the time I'm deleting this thing for the time being. Let's save this. Submit this. Now suppose I want to compile this. Save, submit, and then compile. And once the formula is compiled, then only the formula can be used. Otherwise, the formula cannot be used anywhere.
Okay.
And compilations should be in green. Agar it throws an error, that means your formula is wrong.
Okay.
If it's wrong, it's wrong, invalid. Now refresh it. No, it is also wrong.
No, I think this maybe it will not show the error message.
No, it is. Let's take another formula. Copy. Now see, no error is there. You can see.
Yeah.
So this is the way we created one formula.
Okay.
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 And database item name is what? Database item name is the item name where you can create the absences type. So these are the backend tables actually. When you create, suppose this is the database item name. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the database item. So this is the way we do it. Date on percentage. So all these things are database items. You can see date on, tail assignment, percentage, and we can add here as AL fast formula. This is the fast formula, AL fast formula that I have created. So now
Okay.
you can use this formula later on. Now if it is compiled, now when you write in the approval, just go to home. Go to my client groups, absences.
Okay.
Absence plans. Go to create approvals because we have created an approval formula. Now when you are asking for approvals, go create an absence plan, US underscore approval. I've created plan, number of hours, you just legislative data group. Okay, status active.
Okay.
Enable concurrent entitlement, conversion formula, plan OM. Conversion formula is like plan categories, balance transfer. Enable concurrent entitlement. Type calendar. Calendar is year is like 1st of this month. 1st of day and start 6th June. So go to participation. As of event, waiting period is 5 days, suppose. Transfer positive balance, disperse positive, disperse negative balance. I have doing as enrollment date as of event date. Now when we go to LBT, I'm not creating right now. Go to approvals and write here as formula. Go to as formula. Okay.
Okay.
Last for which formula? Oh, it is not coming. Why it is not coming?
No, it's because we created payroll formula.
No, we have created an approval formula. We didn't
Okay,
create a
formula.
payroll formula.
Okay.
Why will I create a payroll formula? Then I will attach in absences.
Okay.
I will not do that mistake now. Vesting rule, last period and formula. Then we have the seeding rule rollover. Accrual matrix is that when we can create an accrual matrix. That is sequence expression builder, accrual rate, accrual formula. This is the way we can create. So I'll just cancel this operation. Here we attach the formula actually. It is not coming actually, but here we attach the formula. Okay. Cancel this operation. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Done. Okay. I'll show you what is quick pay. So quick pay is when done for first employee at a time. Payroll process is a group of employees. Submitting for a payroll, like a quick pay ensures elements are processed from the element entries alongside the attached payroll formula. So when you do quick pay, it is for a single employee and it is not for a group of employees. Payroll process is done for a group of employees. After processing final process value, you put in the pay values. So next step is to generate a prepayment process. That means if you look at the bank information of the employee and generate payment information. So next step is to print checks, then costing process, then transfer to GL, then rollback process. All these things are done frequently. Okay? Now, how do we do the calculate payroll? We do the calculate payroll in the payroll calculation work area. It is the first payroll process to be executed from the payroll calculation work area. Navigate a payroll flow, submit a process or report, select LDG, and then select calculate payroll flow pattern. So payroll process is executed to payroll flow. In each payroll calculation area, work area, you can we could have the payroll process that is responsible for calculating the payroll. So now go to payroll. Calculate payroll is the first payroll process to be executed in the payroll calculation work area. Go to Navigator, payroll flows. Navigator.
Payroll flows. Okay.
Now go to payroll calculation work area.
Okay.
So this is the calculation per pay. This is not the page actually. Acha, before going for this payroll calculation, I'll teach you. Just a second. Have you seen personal payment methods? Personal payment methods. Personal payment methods are what? These are personal payment direct reports. Personal payment methods. Search for the person, and that means what is the individual payment methods of the individual employees. Personal payment method of the individual employees. Okay? So search for the person and then search for the employee. Go for the bank accounts, payment methods, and whatever information you added like that. So bank account, you can add bank account information, account number.
Okay.
And you can add the payment methods. What are the by check, by cash, by direct deposit, whatever is the method you have to attach. Why do you want to call this as the payment methods? Organization payment methods. So check, cash, whatever. So you can write it as the US underscore check.
Okay.
Save this expression. So this is an individual payment method. That means he will be paying salaries. He will be getting payment by the help of check. This person, Vipul Lahiri. Okay?
Yeah.
This is personal payment methods. Now coming to organization payment methods, I showed it that day. You can go through recordings, right? Show more. Now what is the thing? I have to go for absence payroll.
It is from a flow, submit a flow.
I will show. I will show. All the things are there still actually.
Okay.
Now coming to so this is the way. Calculate payroll flows. Payroll flow, submit a process, select LDG and then calculate payroll. Now go to submit a flow. So how are you going to submit a flow? So what is the submit a flow means? Select the legislative data group. select any legislative data account, and then click on the year-end. So these are the flows already defined in the application. So click on any flow, end of year flow, and create submit a payroll flow. That means what is the payroll flow that we have? US underscore payroll flow percentage, and submit. And then you can find out the payroll flow. That means what are the payroll flows that we have? General information payroll flow. No, name this, but not searching. Process end date is 30th of this month. Statutory period is what? Coming in list of values. I'll tell you what is payroll for. Actually, I have not started off with this actually. I just canceled the operation. We have not done this actually. Activities we have not done. We'll come in the later slides. So first we'll discuss about, we have discussed about fast formula today. So now we are going to discuss, I have just given an overview of fast formula. Fast formula is very huge topic actually.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, and just because I don't know, I write fast formula, so I have not given you this thing. Just given an example. How to, you just know the concept of fast formulas, okay?
Okay, yeah.
So these are the payroll steps. Payroll steps, it will ask for payroll. What is the, you run the quick pay payroll process, prepayment, print checks, costing process, transfer to GL, and rollback process. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Calculate payroll is the first payroll process to be executed from the payroll calculation work area. Go to navigator, payroll flow, submit a process or report, select LDG, and then select calculate flow pattern. Okay? So that is what we did right now. Calculate prepayment process, what payment distribution, payroll flow, submit a flow or pattern. Okay? Now go to calculate payroll frequency. What is the payroll process sequence? The following process can be done at one time to complete the full payroll cycle. Calculate payroll, calculate prepayment, make EFT payment, generate payslips, calculate costing of payment, transfer to GL. Calculate the payroll, calculate the prepayment, make EFT payment, generate check payment, generate payslips, calculate costing of payment, transfer to GL. So calculate payroll, calculate prepayment, make EFT payment, generate payslips, calculate costing of payment, transfer to GL. So all these things we are going to do it like this.
Okay.
Payroll, calculate prepayment, make EFT payment, generate payslips, calculate costing of payment, transfer to GL. So how we are going to do this? Calculate the payroll, calculate the prepayment, make EFT payment, generate the payslips, and costing of payment, transfer to GL. So all these things we are going to do it like this, right? Got it?
Okay.
Calculate prepayment, make EFT payment, generate payslips, costing of payment, transfer to GL. Okay, now got it?
Yeah, I understood.
Payroll, prepayment, EFT payment, generate payslips, costing of payment, transfer to GL.